training, you get it for 9,997. Or if you wanted to do the platinum, which is a year's access of training, a one-on-one with Anthony, and also a live event VIP ticket, you get that for 20K.
Mm.
But out of those two options, which one do you feel like kind of would be the most beneficial for you?
Well, right now it's a little bit hard to know, because I've got how many months do I have left? I go through the 3.5, and then I'm not part of the program anymore. Is that right?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Is that correct? Yeah. So I have to. So part of the problem is that we're bringing on somebody. We're hiring somebody.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be nip and tuck, because that's the whole purpose, is so that I don't have to do a lot of stuff. I can stay more focused on lead generating and getting stuff sold. I don't know. I would love to do the program. That part just I need to see me increase. And as far as in getting homes, I get listings. And so.
Yeah. Well,
it's not like, I know this works. I don't seem to be.
That's why, again, it's not something's going to happen overnight. And I think you'll be good in 3 months, you won't be at the level that you want to be. You won't be at the 30s to 40s to 100K months, right? Which is the level that you want to be at. I can definitely see you increasing. There's no going to be a doubt about that, right? But for you, money out of the equation, this is something that you'd want to do, either renew or get more training.
So the problem is I think I'm obligated to pay $1,000 or so a month through the end of the year. But then I'm paying close to 2,000, and I can't take on that. That's what I mean. I have a commitment it was an overall real estate coach that I'm paying still $1,000 a month. That was a 3-year program. So that's still going on. So I have to finish that commitment. I have various commitments that keeps me running to make sure I get everything paid.
Yeah. I
can't obligate to anything right now.
Well, you can. It's not that you can. It's like you're not willing to, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty. I would say, yeah.
Would you say it's completely impossible for you to do 803 extra bucks a month? I
would say it feels. I'm going to use the word very unwise right now, just because it's all new territory for me, and so. That's the thing, right? Starts in March. Yeah.
It's gonna be uncertainty. The biggest thing about uncertainty is that you don't know if you're gonna win or if you're gonna fail. But if you knew you could fail, what would you do?
I would do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. The unfortunate part about it is that you don't know. Mm-hmm. And the only thing is, for you, it's you get hit by fear and adversity because you're doing something new, you're changing.
Mm-hmm.
Either overcome it in one or two ways. You let it overcome you, or you overcome it. Because ultimately it comes down to a very simple analogy. It's like you're on a bridge. On one side of the bridge is where you are now, which is making 18K a month. And the reason that you're even stressing about 800 extra 33 bucks a month is because you're not making the money that you want to. Would that be correct?
Mm-hmm.
On the other side of the bridge is where you truly want to be, making the 30 to 40 to 50Ks per month, but also being able to do things that you want to for yourself and your family.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the only issue is I can't cross that bridge for you. You can only cross that for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It all starts with the commitments that you make every single day.
Mm-hmm.
That's this for me, though. Are you actually committed to doing everything necessary and everything possible so you can get to that other side of bridge, not only for yourself, but also for your family?
Yeah. I mean, I've been, trying to, I've got to listen more to some more of the stuff.
Why are you committed? Because you don't actually have to be.
Because I know it'll over time, a few years. I know it doesn't happen overnight. Over time, it'll make a difference if I apply myself.
So I should have that question. Then. So for you, it's you're looking at it based on your perspective, right? Because normally the perspective from, correct me if I'm wrong, I have it here. How do you say your name? The perspective from right now is that you're making 18K a month, which is your perspective, right? It's when I was making 2.5K a month, I was making decisions based on that perspective, a 2.5K person. But when I started making decisions based on the version of myself I wanted to be, it was making the 50K a month. It was doing the things that I wanted to. So if you start making decisions not based on your perspective or the perspective that you want to have, the version of yourself who's done the things that she wants to for herself or family, and started making those 50, 60K per month, what does she do right here right now? Would she commit? Would she go all in and get that extra training for herself and her team?
Yeah, that's my inclination.
So what are you going to do then?
I just don't want to make a decision right now.
I know. How many times have you heard that from your prospects?
How many times have I heard that from my prospect? A lot.
Have you ever thought that like the reason that your prospects give you that objection is you give that at yourself? It's like for you, it's like if I have to speak to my partner every single time before making a decision, what does that happen in my mind? That experience leads to a belief system in my head where I actually believe what the prospect is saying now. But if I don't do that, I don't believe that belief system, right? Like for me, someone gives me a time objection. I don't believe in time objections. Why? Because I worked this program when I was working from 9 to 5 and 6 to 7. I was working 2 jobs. I still did the program and I still commit an hour a day. So that's why I can't believe in a time objection. Now you're believing those objections because that's the same objection that you give. To break that pattern, we have to do things differently, though, don't we? The question, it all goes back to what do you feel like the version of yourself would do right here right now? Or even the person who you need to become. These are the ways I want you to be able to sell your prospects, like this. But to do so, you have to commit to mastery. You have to be able to put yourself in an uncomfortable position. It is going to be uncomfortable. I'm not doubting that it is.
So tell me again what's happening.
You're going to be getting a renewal. You're also going to be getting and allowing your person that comes in March to be able to go on this program. You're also going to be getting with the renewal, it's not just a copy and paste. So, you know, right? It's like, here you go. It's like, what is going well in your experience? What is going bad in your experience? You reply to my email, tell me those exact things. And then we readjust your experience based on that for next 7 months coaching.
Okay. I don't want to pull the trigger today. I mean, let me get this gal on board. Give me,
Again, it comes down to what we just spoke about earlier, Sheila.
I understand.
That same objection, right? Because at the end of the day, and I understand it's like it's all uncertainty. But for you to overcome it, you can't make decisions based on that perspective. It has to be the perspective that you want to have. Because at the end of the day, the biggest thing that's coming up for you is uncertainty. No matter what, you are going to need more training for the next 6 months. We can both agree on that. So why pay an extra 10K just because you want to wait?
Okay. All right.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm just getting this over for you. Let me do this. Okay. Now with the payment, is it on a credit card or a debit card?
I don't know. I think a credit card.
Yeah. Give me 1 second.